won't be going back to the fleet. You're about to be the first children from the stars to set foot on the planet Earth.
I fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side,
Welcome to Saber Talk.
He's alive! He's alive!
Mundo, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, buddy. How about yourself? You're looking good, man. You're looking good.
Yeah, I'm feeling like myself now. How do I sound? I'm using a different mic attached to these glasses.
It sounds
Does
good.
Sound okay. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Welcome, Jedi Arms Dealer.
Dude!
What's up, fellas? What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
Good.
Doing
How are
well.
you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. I got my first quad star
Uh-oh.
built with the assistance of Master SpaceWindu.
Yeah.
He taught me the ways of the blind force. So
How to obtain blindness.
yeah, I'm a little worried about my fifth sense.
Oh, so are we gonna call you Jared from now on? Janin?
Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah.
Kanan. Look at the difference. Like it's like nighttime. Daytime.
The sunrise.
Look at that. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Dude.
Now, what saber are you using to power it? Is it your PVC saber?
No, the Bendu.
No, this is the Bendu, baby. This is my fiberglass one that does the Bluetooth audio transmission.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got my tall boy in hand today. Ooh.
Nice.
That's crazy, the difference. Holy shit.
Yeah,
that is totally cool,
God.
man.
That's actually what I noticed
Look
the
at that.
most about the quad star is the
God.
light casting. I just love the light casting on those.
Hey, it's so bright. I got my shadow over here. Look at that.
That's crazy. All right. Yeah,
Jim
that's-
Smith
Not
is
Groundhog's
here.
Day yet, gentlemen. My goodness, I still got a little time before I see my shadow. But look, I mean, look at
I'm
that.
seeing
Look at
two
that.
shadows on Mundo.
What's up, Jim?
What's
What's up,
going on,
Jim?
Jim? Welcome.
Meg.
Megtooth Sith Sabers is here. He says, hello all. Let's not anyone go full Harris here except Harris. So Harris is allowed to go full Harris.
That's funny, Tom. That's the new.
Yeah,
the
only
new.
Harris gets that right.
You don't get to go full Harris.
Yeah.
Megtooth says, as if 2 strips wasn't enough. We had to double it.
Dude, it's just
We had to
not.
double
That, I'm worried the cops are going to come and arrest me. This kind of shit should be illegal right here.
Megtooth says he carries his saber when he walks the dog at night.
Hey,
I
That's
did
awesome.
that too. I did that too. And like on vacation and stuff, I would take my saber out and just pretend it was kind of like a pooper scooper if I was walking by people.
They're like, that is one fancy pooper
it's glowing the
scooper.
dark shit.
Keeps the cars at bay so those idiots don't hit Tom while he's walking. That is very, very
Right.
smart. That is very, very smart. Just like those airplane, those, you know, the people with the lights trying to get the airplanes to land in the right spot. Got to keep those cars. Jim Smith says, I want the Pentastar. Yeah, that I was telling Jedi Arms Dealer today that Gabe wants a Pentastar as well. He came over, he saw my Pentastar V2, and he said, I want to take that home. And I said, I have to make the video first, then you can take it home. So I still have to make my video on the, on the Pentastar with the 5 strips. That one is quite insane. You know, you see a little corn cobbing on the Pentastar, but we'll work on that. The Collector's Outpost is here. Hello there. Hello there, Collector's Outpost.
Welcome.
I saw you earlier today on Raven's Nest coffee video, and that was a really awesome talk you guys had. I believe your name's John. What's going on, John? The Collector's Outpost in the house. And I know there's a couple different Collector's Outposts, so let me know if I have the right one. Let's see. Mad Science Workshop says, yo, Space, did COVID change you? All early streams. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason for the earlier stream. I'm normally a night owl, but COVID changed me, and I've been sick, and I can't stay up too late. So that's the reason for the hour earlier show. But it allows people like JB to come into the show because, you know, he's got a bedtime and other people have got a bedtime. So you can't stay up all night. I do realize that. And I can't stay up all night anymore either because I'm still recovering. So
I got lucky coming home tonight early. So we're a little short staffed. So I'll be coming home on Mondays a little early, but for now until they hire somebody, and then I'll go back to my regular scheduled Mondays till 9 something at night.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, Mundo, because I was thinking if I change the time, is it truly going to be a Mundo Monday if Mundo doesn't show up? But you were here first, so yeah, I was wrong about that. I didn't know because
so I'll let
you normally on your way home at 10:15 or so when I'm starting the show, but you were able to come in tonight.
Yeah, so I'll let you know when I go back to normal Mondays in terms of coming home, you know, about 9 o'clock my time, 10 yours. And that way we can kind of coincide things, you know. And we'll go from there. We'll play it by ear.
Jim Smith says, did you see the new Martin Bear Graflex for sale today? Yeah, I was sent a text by Harris that showed me that I think it was like, I don't know what the price is now, but I think it was at 7,000 earlier. So Epic Lightsaber for sale. I think, yeah, a finished Graflex with the Martin Bear chassis by Martin Bear. So that is for sale right now. Very, very cool. Yeah, Harris has his. He's very happy. He's on his second Martin Bear, and he upgraded his materials on his second one, and we have yet to install it correctly. I blew it up a couple of times, like playing a game of Operation inside that metal chassis. And Jedi Arms Dealer here gave us some tips on how to do it better. So we were going to do it better the second time. So, you know, we got some tips with the nail polish remover and the, you know, different tricks to, or nail polish. Is that what it's called? Nail polish remover? No, nail polish sealer.
Yeah, just clear fingernail polish, and then if you need to get it apart, then you just use fingernail polish remover. It doesn't hurt anything.
Wow, that's a lot of money for a Martin Bear.
It's on his website.
I think it's on eBay. Yeah. Let me know where it is, Jim. I forgot where it was.
Damn, that's like 6 house payments.
Collector's Outpost says, wow, 7,600. And Jim Smith says, yeah, but it's so sweet. So someone's going to have to cough up a boatload of money.
$7,000 sweet.
Yeah, the price of like a Hyundai or something, you know, and the price of a new car. And you can.
Yeah, but for some people, that's a drop in the bucket, man. Would be nice.
Oh, on his website. Jim says on his website, yeah.
That's an expensive car scare when you're walking your dog.
Half a year mortgage. Collector's Outpost says half a year mortgage. It's gonna have to be pretty sweet. You have to set aside your essentials. I mean, maybe you can't eat for 6 months, but I mean, you'll have the Saber. Can you survive 6 months without eating? I don't know.
You'll have to feed off the Force.
You can go into a Force trance. If you have a special Force ability to go into a Force trance and wait it out. You could bypass the recession and bypass inflation. Felicia Marie is here. What's going on? Too rich for my blood.
What up, Felicia?
Well, Felicia, watch the stream coming up this Wednesday. First announcement is right now. Felicia's going to want to watch that stream because there's some good news coming. And Mundo, we're going to do a comic book stream on Wednesday, probably around this time, so that I can, you know, start it and not be too late. But I have a couple announcements for comic book fans of comic books in general, Lightsabers and Albatross Junction, which is my comic book. So Felicia is familiar with Albatross Junction and comic book channel. We changed the name from Comic Book Creation Live to Orange Book Comics LLC, and check out that channel on Wednesday night for a live stream with some special announcements. Felicia's definitely going to want to be there. Mundo will be there, I hope, and we'll tell you some good news. Bobby Susanbach is here. Good evening to all. Good evening. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
So I just went to Martin Bear's. Where is that for sale? Because I just went to his site and it says there's nothing. So does that mean it's gone already?
Oh, maybe someone bought it. I was going to say, if you have it up on your screen, share your screen and we will take a look at it. But if it's no longer there, maybe it's sold.
Maybe I just went through it on my phone, but yeah, I could pull it up.
Maybe that's why Harris is not in the show tonight, because maybe he bought it and he is he's robbing a bank to pay for it right now.
He went full Harris on the bank teller.
He's over there sticking someone up so he can get that Martin Bear and the gold plated and whatever it is.
He ain't got a home equity loan.
He is up there mortgaging something. Mortgaging his kids up there.
Oh my God.
I was looking at it on the phone. Maybe it is here.
If you could pull it up, see if you could share it with us, and we will gawk and we will drool at what it is.
See.
Oh, okay. So Dave, I showed Space earlier today. I sent him some pictures this morning that I got my first 4 little wires on the CFX, man. And
what do you?
so
What do you mean, little wires? Which one? Oh, right, to bridge all the.
His
the
LS
negatives.
pads.
Right.
Yeah. So CFX.
Nice.
My very first CFX, and
You're gonna love
my
it.
very first couple of wires. Of course, it don't help that when I burn. I was telling Space the other day I burnt out that I fried that stupid Prism 5.1. I ended up paying attention to my kids instead of what I was doing on the board.
Uh-oh, I think I did something. I think I deleted something. Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh.
Shit, I tried to click on the link.
Oh, yeah,
for
Jim.
I inadvertently deleted something. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so Jim, if you could just rewrite what you wrote, man, that'd be cool.
I'm seeing it.
You're seeing it still?
Oh, for sale. Yeah, I'm seeing it still. Let me click on it and see what happens. Okay, so there's that. And then, well, yeah, I don't see the for sale link. Oh, here we go.
Jim, I don't know what I did here.
Oh no,
Hopefully I didn't do anything.
He does have. It looks like he does have one for sale. Let me see if I can share it. I'm not quite. I've never done this before, Space. I say share screen, right? And I say share my screen.
Yeah.
Don't show you steps again. Record this computer. What? It's not letting me do it.
Collector's apples.
Oh
no, you deleted Jim.
I deleted
from the,
Jim,
universe.
and he's my staunchest supporter. And something happened here. I fumbled the keyboard, and I don't know how that happened. Okay, I hope that didn't actually happen. Because like on my one screen, it said all the messages from Jim were deleted, and I'm starting to sweat.
Well, no, it says it was hidden by Space, and then it says it's unhidden. So now he's
okay. All right, good.
He says nope. I is here.
Okay, good. I'm starting to sweat.
It's okay,
so I got to control my emotions here. I'm going to turn into a Sith. That's what happens when you try to do two things at once. It's like I don't know what happened there. I held down the control key, and all of a sudden it gave me warnings. Yeah, so Jedi Arms Dealer, if you can pull it up, because if I try to pull it up, I'm going to delete Jim from the chat. So try to pull it up and show us what it, because he sent the link. So when I tried to get to it, I ruined everything.
Let's go. Chrome tab. Select the tab. Okay, here we go. Bam. All right, ready?
Yes.
See, I don't... There we go. Okay, that worked.
This is a video of the Saber for sale?
Yep. Apparently.
Wow.
Boom.
I just clicked on the Sabers for sale. I think it's the same link Jim sent.
My gosh. That is just awesome.
I think that's a new feature. Those little doors. I think Harris told me those are new.
Clicky, snappy, magnetity.
Oh, look, there's a little screen on there, too. We had that going for a while on Harris's Saber until I blew it up. I don't think I hurt the screen, but we hurt the card. Okay, it's got a lit connector. That's nice.
Wow, look at that.
That's it. The rebels are there. So what's in this one? Is it CX10? I see it there in the stats. 3-watt speaker, 18650, lithium ion, LED strip setup included, USB port, smooth swing sound fonts, 90 centimeter pixel strip blade and blade plug, exclusive design details, and Kyber crystal module with a necklace.
And you get the necklace.
Oh, look how it splits apart there. That's a Jedi Arms Dealer magnetic special.
Right?
Bam. Yeah, magnets are getting fun. That's clean.
And
Oh,
what size
removable
of magnets
crystal.
are those? The nicadium?
They're
Yeah, I
like
don't
the
think I
ring
know.
magnets. It looks like.
It's a weird pronunciation. If you like look it up, it like hurts my tongue. Neodymium
Oh yeah.
Oh, neodymium.
or something like that. I just say neodymium because that doesn't hurt my tongue.
Oh, so this is the
Nicadium?
necklace bit.
Yeah,
And what does the necklace do? It holds the battery. It holds like a little battery for something.
yeah, and then the wires go through the part down to the crystal holder to power it.
Yeah, and you can put the crystal in there, right?
Oh, you can
Yep.
you can propose to somebody with that crystal.
Yeah. Damn, that
Your
looks
love
badass.
is magnetic.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's how you tell somebody you love them, with the kyber crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask the Collector's Outpost something because I saw in the background. Well, first, let me read your comment and then I have a question for you. Some of these internals are so nice, I wouldn't want to put them in a hilt. We need sabers that look like this. Yeah. Like I saw a couple sabers in your background today, John, that were they were like on
Neodymium.
figures. They were like maybe an Anakin figure, and it looked like a Mara Jade figure.
There you go,
They
Jim.
looked like they were lit up. Were those little sabers lit up in your case back there? Because they were like characters that were figurines, and it looked like the sabers were lit up. That looked pretty cool. That looked pretty cool. I only just discovered your channel today via that video, and I didn't get a chance to see if you had a video about that. But those look really cool.
Jim Smith says pronounced neodymium.
Neodymium.
I always say denium, but it's denium, so that works. Neodymium, like a wolf den.
And then what
JD
kind of
says-
shell is this? Is this one of those vintage shells, or this is a different?
Yeah, good question, because that would determine the price, right?
Oh, it would have
Didn't
to.
say, huh?
As far as I would.
Oh, it says
You would
replica
think.
space.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen here, Jedi Arms Dealer? We're gonna get struck. Because the last time
Oh,
I showed
shit.
him the bear
Okay,
video,
okay,
we got
okay.
struck.
Stop screen.
Yeah, he will pull this video.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably too late now, but it doesn't matter. People that watch the live will watch it, and it may still be there tomorrow or something. We'll see.
You mean because
Mad
the font
Science
quote?
Workshop. What's that? No, I mean Martin himself will pull.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, he will strike us. Mad Science Workshop says, I wish I had the patience and attention span to build something like that.
He does. He
Yeah,
does.
you do.
You do. But you're just onto your own ideas after a short time.
Yeah.
probably.
After
Maybe
some of the
that's what
stuff
you
I
mean.
seen you build, come on, bro. You got it.
Right?
Rare earth, yeah. Meg, you're right. The rare earth magnets.
Yeah, they're wicked strong. They don't get weak over time either.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty amazing that they can hold that heavy brass hilt together. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
1/6 scale custom sabers. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you
Oh, I
talking about
you
those
posted a
little
video
small
today
sabers
about
that I've been
1/6.
seeing?
I guess so, because he had figures that held. If you check out Collector's Outpost channel, he has
That's
figures
sick.
in his
I've seen
cases.
those.
Like an Anakin figure, looked like it was about 12 inches tall or so, maybe. And the characters holding a lightsaber, and the lightsaber's lit up. So it was like a very very extreme looking toy or model.
Yeah, there's somebody, I can't remember who it was, but I've seen them on Facebook, and they have the miniature sized lightsabers that light up, scroll up, and all that. But like, holy shit, this guy's good. Whatever he did, I mean, whoever does it, I forgot. Like I said, but whoever he is, he did a damn good job at doing those small sabers like that.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
one here. It's like, where's my mini one? This is from the custom saber shop. I don't think it's like this, but this is
Oh
my
yeah,
little
no.
one.
I remember this. Those are cool.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit bigger space. It's a little they're a little bit bigger than that. But man, they are very impressive. Very impressive.
So I'm gonna do a little Star Wars trivia for you guys. I got a couple questions for you guys, and the first one, Mundo, you have to answer the first one because I already asked Jedi Arms Dealer earlier. So
Okay.
so the first one's for you, and anyone in the
Good luck,
chat can
Mundo.
also answer. And then the second two, anyone can, you know, I didn't ask Jedi Arms Dealer the second and third one, but okay. So here's the first Star Wars trivia. This one's like a fun one. This one's not real. What's the best car to buy if you're a saber maker? If you're a saber maker, what's the best car
The
to
best
buy?
car, and you're a
Mundo's got to answer this one.
Yeah,
Give
let's
him a couple
see.
minutes to answer
You
this
with
one.
a saber.
Well, see, that was the answer the last time I asked that question, but this one has that is a great answer, but this has a different answer, and it's kind of
Oh,
so you do get points for getting that, Mundo, but that was the last time I asked that question. This is a different car.
okay, a different car. Oh, let me see if I can think of the other car. Let's see.
What's the best car to buy if you're a saber maker?
God dang, my brain's on fried right now. Let's see, Jeep truck.
Okay, we're gonna give you a hint because Jedi Arms Dealer got a hint earlier. It's a domestic brand. It's an American brand.
Okay, so let's see. You would have Jeep. You would have Chevy Impala, Chevy Cheyenne, Chevy. Let's see, Ford. Damn it!
That rules out Toyota.
Yes, that rules out Toyota. Damn. Let's see. Nissan Frontier, Nissan Sentra, Nissan. I'm trying to go through the list of vehicles in my head right now. Not fun. I don't even deal with cars. I'm all into trucks.
Okay, I'll give you the answer. I'll give you my answer. It's a goofy answer. It's the Chrysler Sabering. It's a Chrysler Saber.
Really, Chrysler.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's like a convertible. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
stretching out the name to make it work for my question.
You know, that's funny because I don't
It's a
see
Chrysler
from where
Saber.
I'm at. I don't see too many Chryslers, man. Seriously, over here where I'm at, there's just a shit ton of Chevys, Fords, and Nissans, and there's just not that many Chryslers.
Okay, second question. This one's for anybody to answer. What color does Luke's great-grandson, Cade Skywalker, use as a lightsaber? What color is Cade Skywalker's main lightsaber?
I thought it was blue. Cade Skywalker?
I think it's green, if I
Dad
remember.
joke. That's so funny.
All right, Mundo got that one. It's green.
Nice.
Okay, third question. Third Star Wars trivia question. Final question. How many crystals does it take to make Kit Fisto's bifurcating cyclical ignition pulse lightsaber work underwater?
Say that 3 times fast.
how many crystals does it take to make Kit Fisto's lightsaber work underwater?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 3.
I concur.
Jim Smith says 3. Mundo says 3. It's actually 2.
Whoa!
2, according to the interwebs.
Wow.
According to Martin Bear as
But
well.
I actually believe Jim. I believe what I read was wrong because Jim's usually right. So we can move it to 3. Okay, so Jedi Arms Dealer, why don't you show us what you were showing me earlier? I'm going to look at it through my macro binoculars.
Nice.
I'm going to see what I can see across the Tatooine desert. What do I see? What do I see across the Tatooine desert tonight?
Is this what we're talking about?
I
No,
like the color, man.
Your special lightsaber that you were going to show us.
Is that the
Oh.
is that
Crap! I left it downstairs.
I'm still looking at the. I'm looking.
Hold
for
on. I gotta go get that. It's downstairs.
Gotta
I'll be
go
right
get
back.
it.
All right, go get it.
Keep searching. We'll keep searching. This is
We'll
this
search.
is a
We'll search.
device that it's not actually macro binoculars. This is oh, let me make my screen bigger here. This is a lux meter made for me by the Mad Science Workshop. This is going to be a new lux meter we're going to put into practice here, and this actually has room for 2 blades, a
Wow.
readout for 2 blades. So I don't know if you saw the stream the other day, Civilized Saber stream. I showed this for a second, but this is our new Lux reader, so we can compare, 2 blades at once.
I don't know if
rather
I
than-
saw. I don't think I saw that, man. Damn.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Have not put it into practice yet because like a couple days after this, I got sick and then was down and out for like 3 weeks.
But
this
it
is going
looks
to be
great.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's got a battery on board. I got a little recharge port here. I got a switch right there. Turn it on and off. I've got my computer readout. Well, it's kind of blurry because of my camera, but I've got my reset buttons, and we're gonna be able to test 2 blades at once and get a readout, which is like never been done before, as far as I know. So we'll put that into use in a future video, and be testing blades with that.
Baby, you've done an awesome job, dude. Man, see, look, and he doubts himself about the.
And it's got a belt clip. I mean, can you beat that? Look, I can take this on the road. I can take this to a con, and I can embarrass people how bright the blades are or whatever. So that's pretty.
I need him to make me one like that, but to hold whiskey for me.
There you go.
And you need like a Saint Bernard to hold your whiskey.
Yeah, exactly.
You got your macro binoculars on?
JB, I'm just joking, man.
So I want to ask everybody out there what they think this is made out of, based on what you can see right there. Anybody care to comment?
Wow.
Look at that. Well, I'm going to guess part of it's made of leather.
There you go.
Well, that's the obvious one. The leather part is obvious, but is that steel?
Smells like
That was my guess, Mundo. I guess steel as well. It looked like steel to me.
Like
polished
steel?
Looks heavy.
Polished steel?
JV says Saber flask. Great idea. Anybody care to comment live? Because I was kind of blown away on this deal. So anyways, there's a guy on eBay that was putting out these badass like cosplay sabers. He calls himself, what was it here? Poly Knight 3D. So, like a very
Wow.
Yeah, so there's your clue.
Poly
No,
Night.
Jim, not quite carbon fiber. Yeah, poly night. So that's kind of, there's a clue in there. So if you know
Get out
about
of town.
about
Polycarbonate?
Nope. So I contacted him and I was like, dude, I love your designs, but they were not installable. He did like Jim's got it. So he did the metal
PLA.
rod thing
Okay.
that
Wow.
would go down the middle to hold the Saber pieces together. So it wasn't installable with electronics. So I contacted him. I was like, dude, your freaking designs are epic. Do me a favor and build me one that's installable. That'd be great if it was hollow and it could accept electronics. So he did.
Yeah.
And he put it up, and I kept my promise, and I grabbed it, and I was completely blown away. This is 3D printed, and it's totally hollow. It's 100% infill, so it's stupid strong. 1-inch blade holder. It's got a spot for the blade connector. The speaker pommel removes here.
I love that pommel design, by the way, with the 3 slats. Like I first saw that. Bombarda from Best Bin Custom Props is the first place I saw that on my JSK hilt, and I've always loved that triple oval design at the bottom.
Yeah, agreed. So he uses like a special attachment, because I've done this on brass inserts and stainless steel inserts. You heat them up with the tip of your soldering iron with a special insert, and you can press female metal threaded pieces into the printing after you print it. So you'll make like a small hole, and then you'll use the soldering iron to heat up an insert, and it presses it into the plastic, and it will never come out again. Whew. So he did that for the set screws.
Wow.
So like, here's a set screw for the blade. So that's a heat inset female insert. So this is stupid strong. Same here for either your LED holder or your NeoPixel connector holder. And then these 4 screws here remove, and it separates in half. And then you can put your buttons here. And then on the pommel, he did the same thing, where he's got the belt clip, and then under here he did another heat insert that's stainless steel, and it's a set screw, and then this pommel piece right here comes out. So you can slide a chassis all the way in and out this way.
Wow.
But the beautiful thing about this,
screw at the pommel.
No, none of it's threaded. You have to disassemble it using the screws. But what I loved about it is with PLA, I can put a Bluetooth transmitter in here, and it will go through this plastic all day long and still be like really strong.
Wow.
So yeah, I was super blown away with how detailed he made this. I was just like, well done, man. Yeah, so he's got he's got 2 more up on the site right now that have a slightly different emitter. No leather, but a similar design here. They're up there right now. So if you guys want to go check it out on eBay.
Poly Night, like a KNI or
that's correct. NI. Yeah. Poly Night, like
welcome, Titan.
Like Knights of the Old Republic Night. The 3D. So it's all one word, lowercase, POLYKNIGHT, and then the number 3 and then D. Poly Night 3D. Amazing stuff. So I can't wait to install this and put Bluetooth in it, because this is just going to be a blast. For
but how is it gonna? So it's gonna be okay with the heat within inside of it?
Absolutely, yeah. PLI actually has a really high melt temperature, so it should be fine.
Really?
I'm not worried about it at all. Now, the heat that the board gets and the battery get would never even come close to melting this. Now, if you put a in-house LED inside of this, and it wasn't, you didn't use a proper heat sink, then yeah, you might start to get some issues of the plastic, getting soft up here in the emitter. But I'm going to go NeoPixel, so
NeoPixel is good for that kind of Saber, but not the in-house LEDs.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it just depends, like how hot that LED would get in there. But I mean,
well, I would imagine if somebody did it and they probably wouldn't dissipate the heat right from the heat sink. Maybe they missed a corner or something, and that heat from the heat sink wasn't spot on, you could, like you said, you can run into real trouble and it'll start to kind of sag a bit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, wow, I mean, amazing work.
Yeah, you might need to use a bigger copper heatsink in it if you're going to go in-hill LED, but I wouldn't do something like that in this. I noticed Tom's asking how light is it? It's actually got a decent weight to it because of all the hardware he put on it. Every screw that you see in here is stainless steel. And then it's got a metal, D-ring on it. And then the leather wrap kind of beefs it up a little bit more. But I was just impressed. I haven't seen anybody quite take a 3D printed Saber to this level where it's this installable. I just love the artistic take he did on it. And even his cosplay sabers that are not installable are just really sick looking. So super impressed. Definitely check him out. He's got some great stuff on there. So this is gonna be fun.
Rob Sotomayor is here.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What up, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
I made it. I almost didn't make it.
You made it though. That's the thing. You made it, brother.
I made it.
Thanks for joining in. Mad Science Workshop says, I made a few 3D printed sabers. I usually use a 1 by 1.25 aluminum core to support blade, and then the grip is a 1.25 by 1.375 core.
Nice. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how strong it is after I get it together. Install it.
What was the site again? Because I couldn't find it. Like I typed in Poly Night 3D.
Now, do you know how to look for vendors on eBay?
Oh, it's on eBay. Okay.
Yeah. You'd have to do the vendor search in eBay. Poly Night 3D, as in Knights of the Old Republic Night.
Rob, so when's the calendar come out, bro?
The calendar? Dude, you just tell me when. I'll make it. I'll make it happen.
I love your photos, man.
Right?
That's epic.
Or a sexy Sabers calendar. Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, that would probably sell more.
I can totally do that.
I would love to buy a Saber calendar like that, dude. I would buy 2 or 3 in a heartbeat.
Every month.
Right?
Rich Angelo is here. Rich? Hello, Super Saber friend. We just flew in. Welcome, Rich.
What's up, Rich?
Jim Smith says PLA can go 315 to 340 Fahrenheit before melting. Wow, that seems strong. I mean, that's gotta be real strong.
Yep.
Very strong.
Jim, awesome. Dude, you were so full of information, man. I'm thoroughly impressed with all that. Really.
Jakesoft is here. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Jake?
What up, Jake?
Why is Howie Mandel hosting this show? I think I have the same OCD issue as him too.
Anthony, you look like you lost some weight, brother. You good? You recovered?
I think I lost 10 pounds, honestly, because I went to the hospital and they did my weight, and I was like 162, and I used to be like maybe it was 15 pounds. So I used to be almost 100. I was like approaching 180 before this happened. So I think I did lose a lot of weight. Now I'm like back to being a pencil neck.
You'll gain it back.
Well, the important thing is that you're with us. That's the important thing,
right?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Feeling more like myself today for sure. I had to cancel a video call with a Jedi Arms dealer yesterday. I couldn't even video chat with him. I was like getting sick again. Today I felt better.
Cool.
We got both JB and Jakesoft up in here. If you guys don't know, they're like pioneers of the NeoPixel blade and associated electronics. Mad props to those guys for doing the work.
Definitely.
Yeah, Rich, COVID can be crazy, man.
Titan Gray says a lightsaber calendar would be cool.
Yeah,
a saber for every month.
Do some light side, some dark side, and some gray side, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll split it up into seasons. So I'm working on a repair. Here's the chassis. I had showed you guys this before, but then I like to tinker, and I wanted to do some modifications. So in doing so, I had to tear this thing out, and I pinned some wires. So I got to replace those wires, which sucks. And what I wanted to do to this one is I machined the body so I can put a leather wrap on it. And then I machined the crystal chamber area. I wanted to make it a little thinner, and then I wanted to make the neck area a little thinner.
Oh,
so
that's
I had
nice.
to take it all apart, and in doing so, some wires got chewed up a little bit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna replace them. I'm not gonna dick around and mess. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on for today.
That's awesome. You know, I watched your video. I can't remember if it was an older video, but it was about your or a brand new one you put out. But it was the Ben Solo lightsaber with the it was like all black.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
you said you'd made it from a Kylo Ren.
Yes, yes.
I love that the way it was all black. I was thinking that's how I want my saber to be, like all
Right.
and you had little brass buttons on it, little brass bits on it. Wow, that was something special. Yeah, look at that. Woo.
Yeah, that
just looks like it is so tough. That looks like it's so powerful.
Right?
I remember when you cut the Aquilians off of that thing. I was like, how the hell?
And it's so slick too, man. I mean, it's got a sexy body on it, man. Jeez.
What was that like on the lathe, Rob? Like when you had to knock those Quillians off, was it like banging against the cutting blade initially?
Well, yeah, you just gotta go really slow, little by little. You can't take big chunks off because if not, you'll jack stuff up. So yeah, I was able to knock them out and fill them in, and I actually posted the video in the group of me doing the work. Like
I remember that.
I did it live. I didn't keep the video. Well, I mean, if you search for it, it might still be there. But you through all the videos I post just and see if you can find it. But I did a live video of me actually machining these off and filling them in and machining them. And then I didn't show where I like painted it and did. I think maybe I might have done the mill work. But yeah, it was a process.
I'll bet.
Like the weathering that's on that just gives it gives the viewer the ability to see every detail, which is so cool.
Yep, that needs to go in the sexy saber calendar.
Yeah, really.
That'll be Halloween.
I like the fact that the crystal's in the back like that.
Yep, right next to the speaker, because there's a 28mm speaker and there's the crystal, and they're like right next to each other. So that was some
cool. But I mean, it's
to
me it just fits right
there. Yeah,
I don't.
And I like the red detail around the speaker housing as well.
See if I can show you the it's kind of hard to see, but the emitter is heat stained as well.
Oh, I remember you mentioned that in the video, and yeah, I couldn't tell, but now I can see it. I see the blue line, almost like the oil line.
Oh yeah, it looks like the gun bluing type of.
Yes.
Wow, look at that.
And now that you're up at the emitter, I really like how high up those buttons are. That's got to be a dream to spin around and play with the saber like that.
Mm-hmm. And it's a small hilt. It's really small. It's not large at all.
What is it, under 11 inches, Rob?
No, it's probably
right at 11.
Yeah, that sounds loud as shit.
It's very loud.
You said it's a 28 in there?
Yeah, it's a 28. And
nice.
And it's actually smaller than, it's just under 10. It's 10 and 3/8.
10 and 3/8.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's under 11. Yeah.
Yeah, under 11.
Yeah.
Tiny little guy, super small. Look at the grip. Look at that. Look at my fingers pinching it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
Corbanth. I've got I've got the chromed Corbanth. That's the Kylo.
The bigger one?
It is small. Is that one a bigger one?
Yeah, the
The
V2
V2?
one.
Yeah.
That thing is that's like this size right here. It's practically the same size. This is the KR version. So this is the KR crossguard. And just to give you an idea of size.
Oh, damn.
Wow, look at that.
So the V1 is quite a bit skinnier, huh?
It's very
yeah.
small. It is very
Look at that.
skinny. It's a very small hilt
Wow.
compared to the
I did not get the V1.
yeah.
It
The
looks
V1
very
is
layered
tiny.
and
Jim
so detailed.
said he almost said a bad innuendo joke. That's funny. I said space some dad jokes not too long ago. I hope he got them. Did you get them?
I don't know. My phone? I don't think so.
No.
you send 'em?
Okay. I'll have
Where'd
to
you send
resend
'em?
them to you, or you might have to check them and see if you got them because they were a bunch of dad jokes, and you know how you
Those
like
are my
your
favorite
dad jokes.
kind. Those are
Yeah.
the kind I make up.
Yeah.
Jim Smith
So
seconds
sad.
the idea that people should send Rob their custom hilts for photography so that they can be put into a special calendar.
There you go. Have a Saber photography contest, and just all the winners get the 12 winners get in Rob's calendar.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Bam.
Well, you know what? There's better people out there for that than me. Like you got Mac Chowdhury. I can't pronounce his last name. He does amazing photography, but he
Yeah,
takes
he does.
I think he stacks his photos, and I don't stack photos. I just do one and done. But you get way more detail if you stack them.
Yeah, I mean, I never really came across somebody who not only does sabers so excellently, but also is an excellent photographer as well. So you're the first one I've met, Rob, that does both.
Oh, Pet Cow. You talking about Mad Cow? Pet Cow?
No. Mac. His first name is Mac. He's
Mac
in the
Chowdhury.
community. Yes, him. He does.
Yep.
Really great photos.
Okay.
Super slick looking stuff. Very
Wow.
professional. Yeah, but that's the beauty of taking submissions, is that, you know, everyone would get to send in their own artistic take of the photo of a saber.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be more than happy to do it. Just let me know which ones you guys want, and I'm pretty sure I have most, if not all, of what's out there. And
Yeah,
I can always do a calendar of them as I
There you
solder
go.
over here.
Yeah, I almost did a work stream tonight, but I went and took a shower, so I decided not to get all soldered up tonight.
Get some flux on your arms.
Get that flux. Get your flux on.
Oh, JB's off to bed. Good night, JB. Said good night, Saberinos.
JB.
May the force be with you always.
And with you. Night, JB.
Have a good
Good
night.
night, buddy.
Later.
Mad scientist.
Oh, Felicia as well. Felicia's on her way to work. Have a good night at
Oh.
work.
Have a good night, Felicia.
Have a good night.
I hope you have an easy night at work.
Felicia. I thought she meant she was like watching and driving to work at the same time.
Oh, wow.
That's what
That's
Mundo
hardcore.
does.
It's
Mundo
hardcore.
drives from work and he's on the show at the same time. And
Yeah, but I
we
got the
usually yell at
hands-free
him.
setup. I've got the hands-free setup, so that is very important. You can't really drive and be on like that unless you got a hands-free setup. You get
Would the-
on
would the
before you
cop-
start moving, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Would them Texas cops agree with you?
Texas cops agree with anything as long as you're doing it by the book.
Right on.
When you got when it's hands-free, it's all legal, man.
As long as
Really?
you have less than a 12-pack open on your seat, you're
Less than a
good.
12
I have no drinking and driving, buddy. I learned my lesson a long time ago. No
Meg
drinking
Tooth
and driving. I mean, I
Benji
used to
Graham
do
does
that, but
both.
it's like, nah. I've seen too many people get hurt that way, and I don't want to be a part of somebody getting hurt. So
Yeah.
Good man. Good man.
Yep. Yep.
I save
you
my
mean-
drinking for at home, and that's a place where I drink. If I go out and I go party, I'll have one or two, but that's it. That's it. Unless somebody else is driving. If somebody else is driving, then
Then
All
you get
bets are
plastered.
off.
I'm gonna have a good night.
When Tom says Benji does both, he means photography and sabers.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, Benji's got some badass photos too.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
Benji, yes, Benji. Benji
Mhm.
Graham, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
That's my boy, Benji. You got to get him on the show too.
Yep.
That's what I told Space the other day. Well, not the other day, but a while back. That I wanted to get some Cal and Benji on, and we just have to make time to get him on. I mean, if that's okay with him.
Yeah,
That'd be
they're
awesome.
invited. If they need a special time, because I know Cal, different time zone and stuff like that. So we'll have to set
Right.
up whatever works for them. I can be
I think he
flexible.
said like a Saturday would be good for him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Like usually when I do something with UK friends, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday usually works because we could, kind of manipulate the time better.
Yeah.
So Facebook shot your interview at me, Rob, on what was it? The Nerdcast? Is that what it's
Oh,
called?
yes. Yes.
That was pretty cool. You guys should check that out on Facebook if you get a chance. I found it pretty interesting.
Yeah, I need to check it out for sure.
Yeah, my boy Tony runs that, and he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you mind if I do an interview?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, dude, no problem."
Yeah, it was cool.
Yep.
Seemed like cool guys. Where do they all live? Kentucky?
No, Tony's in, I want to say Buffalo, New York. I know he's
Oh,
a
okay.
Buffaloes fan, so I'm just gonna say he's from there, but I'm really not sure.
That was a good interview, man. I enjoyed
Thanks.
it.
Yeah, we had good times.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. It does. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, I can send you guys a link. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely send me one because I think Jedi Armsealer said earlier he might have had trouble if he looked for it again. So yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't share it.
Yeah, Jake, for sure. Jake says, "Smart man Mundo saves on insurance and your wallet to adopt those kinds of rules." Yeah, there was a time when I did party too hard and I did drive, under the influence a couple of times, not to where I got caught, but once I've seen so many people get hurt, it was like, nah, I'm not doing that no more.
It's mind-boggling that people still do that to me. Like, I don't, knowing everything, people still say fuck it and do it. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, and that's the thing. Those are the people that need to learn their lesson, one way or
but
another.
it's at the
and-
expense of others sometimes, and that's not okay.
Well, I mean, how can you live with yourself if you hurt somebody and then you send somebody to the grave and knowing that it's your fault that you did something like that? I couldn't live with myself if that happened to somebody. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't live with knowing that I hurt somebody like that. So that's why I just save myself for drinking at home, drinking here at the house. If I go out, if somebody else is driving, then I can drink. But if I'm driving, one or two, and then I wait a couple of hours before. So water and other stuff to drink in between that time. Get it out of the system.
Didn't I used to have a clip that said something like, "How could you live with yourself?" I can't find it.
I think you did it one time.
I have like too many clips here. I can't find any of them anymore.
It is a
I
massive
think
Like
sometime-
100 video clips
I think
here.
from 2 years.
Yeah.
I think from 2 years ago, you had that clip. Right next to the kids with the sabers.
Like I got this one still.
Jiggly cigar smoker.
Bobby Susanback says, "Can professionals powder coat very thin rings, maybe 1/32 of an inch or less, on the handle of a hilt and MHS hilt?
That's a good question.
I don't do powder coating, so I would assume they can. I've seen people do some really good powder coating on really
Yeah,
like
cars.
detailed areas. Like for instance, here I'll show you.
Jim Smith says powder coat can be on just about anything, but my question is it flexible? So if something super thin could flex, would it crack?
Oh, probably. So see how thin that is right here in the lines,
Oh, okay.
and right here on these lines.
So you kind of did it in the cracks then.
Yeah, I didn't do the work. This was done by Christopher Royale. He does amazing powder coating.
How did it get chromed?
I had him PC this for me. So the hilt is chrome, and he was able to powder coat it.
Wow.
He did a really good job.
Wonder if
So
you got to
did he
rough
do
up
like
the chrome first.
Did he do like a bigger piece and then cut them to specs, or
I have no idea
he
what
just
he did.
he,
He
wow,
was able to powder
is
coat
that-
this.
I
That's
mean,
all that
that's
matters to me.
Because doesn't that saber come apart in half?
Yes, it comes apart in half.
Wow.
So he did a really good job.
Yeah, I like those Saber Forge sabers. That one's nice. I have a couple of those. The Bane.
Says, "Hey guys, happy Megtooth and Mundo Monday."
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
Happy
Chet-
Megtooth
I was
and
talking
Mundo
to Chet
Monday.
earlier.
Welcome.
Welcome, Chet.
Yeah, Bobby says, I didn't know if they could do very thin rings, but thanks, Jim. Yeah, it looks like on Rob's saber, those were quite thin.
Yep.
Those little details. Jim Smith says most metals that can handle baking at 190 to 230 Fahrenheit, depending on the color of the powder coat. Oh, I didn't know it depended on the color of the powder coat.
Oh, interesting. Jim's our encyclopedia, Sabertanica.
Yeah. Jake says, much respect for Rob. I could never do any work and participate in a podcast. This man is dedicated. Yeah, we appreciate Rob.
Yeah, very much.
You working on that repair, Rob?
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet.
So I got my head down.
That's all right. That's why it's Saber Talk, man.
That's right.
We're talking sabers. Working
Jim
on
Smith
sabers.
says if the metal is flexible, it can crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the PC can handle
Flexing, yeah.
flexing.
It'll end up looking like Kylo Ren's helmet in the second movie.
Yeah, exactly. Which
Powder
might look
coat
cool
started
depending
flaking.
on how
It might look cool, yeah.
It might look cool.
Like whatever's underneath, it might work out artistically.
A Luke V2.
Titan Gray says that's one of my favorite hilts from Saberforge.
Agreed.
Bane.
Yeah, that one's an
Yeah.
interesting hilt. I think it's called the Mantis or
The Bane.
The Bane.
Yeah, it's called the Bane.
I worked on one of those for my friend David, and that came out really nice. It was one of my earliest NeoPixel builds, and I really liked how it was like that clamshell. That's the only way to do it, you know. That's the only way to do. And I was happy to see that when I got my hands on the Solos Hold Ventress, that they also were like clamshell. That's the only way to do a curved
yeah.
hilt, because I did work on a different type of curved hilt, the Count Dooku from Ultimate Works, and that was much more difficult to do because it just had an opening at the top and the bottom, and you had to kind of, you know, shrink yourself in your special shrinking machine to actually make that work.
Yeah. Yeah, those are
What happened here?
some tight curved spaces
Yeah,
to work with.
I actually had a
To
have
me,
Ethan
that
Zimmer-
Bane looks like a big old piece of shrimp.
It does look like a
Yeah.
shrimp.
A big
It
old.
does look like a shrimp. But it's a delicious shrimp.
A Sith shrimp.
Right?
Yeah, I had to borrow an idea from Ethan Zimmer to do my Count Dooku hilt
remember
using
that.
a HDMI connection in that, so that it could split apart. Because the way it split apart, you know, you had to figure out a way to make all these connections. And maybe if it was today, I could have used a magnetic connector with some maybe I don't know if 6 would have been enough, but I've seen the magnetic connectors with like 6 ports. I don't know if that would have been enough for me, because I think I needed more than that, but something like that could probably work today. Jim Smith says, I worked in a powder coat paint shop for custom metal projects for 2 years. You still got a connection over there? I'll send you some work.
Wow.
Right.
We'll all send you some work.
Bobby says, you would think Kylo could afford a new helmet. Especially because it keeps like Darth Vader's on a pile of ash.
Right?
He
You could sell
too
it on
much.
eBay. Like, this is the OG Vader helmet. Represent.
Yeah.
Give me a million credits.
One of the Saber forges I did like, and it was one of the very few hilts that I did like from Saber Forge. I think it was called the Venom or something like that. Or
What was that like?
Yes. So the Venom is like this one,
I think that's what it was called.
but I modified the claws on this. It had different claws. So this is their Venom. I changed the pommel, but this is the Venom body right here.
Yeah. I think that's
I like
one.
the grip.
Well, it might be one of them. What is the other one? There was
Grenade.
another one I
So the
couldn't
only
think of.
difference between the Venom and the Viper is the claws. The Venom has the long, skinny ones, and then the Viper has these that come out and then up. But I machined them to be like the Venom, even though because I like the way these look better.
Yeah. Now I like the way that looks a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Than what Saber Forge has.
And then the Saber Forge has like this big lip over here, and I machined that off too to make it like this.
I think there's one that they
Very cool.
they stopped making also. Maybe there's 2, but they had it in the ASP builds. Let's see.
Are you talking about the Sorceress?
No, not the Sorcerer.
This one?
Let me see.
So
If I
these
can
are the
find
Venom
one.
claws. These are the Venom claws, but the Sorcerer, instead of 3, has 6 of them.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that one. Let me see. I'm gonna go on here onto the site and see if I can find.
You guys got a favorite Ultra Sabers design? I haven't been able to find anything that I connect with.
Vengeance. The Vengeance. There it is. That's the one I was kind of looking at a while back. Now that emitter for the Vengeance is unreal. I like the way that looks. But they always have it out of stock.
The only Ultra Saber hilt I liked was their was this one, and it's really small. I don't know why people always brag on
I remember that
Ultra Saber's hilts being large or too big or gigantic. This thing is tiny. Look how small.
Oh
this
yeah,
Those are the ones I always called whenever one of those came through here, I would call those the Padawan. I don't know if they were called Padawan sabers, but I always thought of them
the
as
only one I
Padawan
like.
Yeah, this thing is tiny
because they were reasonable size.
and it's a good
like
design too, and it's got a good grip area as well. So I don't.
It looks kind of like the Anakin episode 2 if it's bare metal.
It's the prophecy. It's the prophecy.
Yeah. Rich
Yeah.
just said Prophecy V3, the only one.
Yeah.
So that's it, right?
Yeah, those things are small. Like most of their hilts are pretty average size. Yes, they do have like some ginormous ones, like the Mantis one you mentioned. That's from Ultra Saber, and that thing is a fucking beast.
No, the Ultra
Yeah.
Saber's
And what about
Bane, dude. The Bane. How about the Bane? This shit was like this big.
Yeah, that thing is huge. So yeah, they do have
that
some
Ultra Sabers
ridiculously
one?
sized hilts. But
Their form of Jairus, is that pretty big? I know Megtooth worked on one before, and it looked pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll be
If
right
you
back.
had the Bane, Mundo,
I got one to show off.
you could like beat someone to death with it. It was so
Absolutely.
big.
absolutely.
I had one of them. Like it was one of my first sabers. I liked it. Like I think
I've got big hands.
I can't
man, so
remember
I'm
if it
not
was an
old.
inch blade, but it felt like it was a 7/8. Like that's how big the hilt was. Like the
It
blade was
was.
like it was a 7/8.
Like I feel comfortable with the Vader hilt in my hand because it's a big hilt, you know. But
Jake Soft says, what I always found funny is that lightsabers intended for children with small hands are often too huge even for an adult to use comfortably. That
Yeah.
reminds me, Jake, of this
Those
video
big,
I saw.
giant
It
plastic
was,
ones.
yeah, like, did you see that video? Like, I'm trying to think of what saber it was. There was an obscene, it wasn't Ultra Sabers, but it was like somebody ordered a saber from China. And I forget like what type of saber it was, but when they got it, they made this video, and it was like 4 inches thick. It was like the people must have not even known like what a lightsaber was. That like your hand wouldn't even fit around it. I forget which hilt it was supposed to be, like a Ben Solo or a I don't know what it was supposed to be, but it was It was a crazy video.
what is that, dude?
Dun, dun,
Look at that.
dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
That is too big.
As
I
big as that
You could
is,
fit a saber
you
in
beat.
there.
Yeah, it's an
I got
Ultra
you
Saber
beat.
Star Killer. You guys have never seen this one?
Damn.
I think Rob could slide his saber right in there. His
So
pilot.
watch. Check this
That
out.
is
wrong.
one man saber right there.
Look,
Wampa Man,
it's just wrong.
That's the Wampa saber right there, buddy.
Wow.
Wait, that
Wow,
one's
look
slim
at that.
though.
That one looks slimmer, yeah.
That looks
It is
slim.
not.
Rob
This
must have
thing is
machined it
huge.
down.
Like it.
Wow.
My
It's big. It is
Look.
big. Oh my god.
That's King Kong saber right there.
look at
Oh
this. Look
my
at my
God.
arm. It's
Look
like
at
the
that.
size of my arm.
Damn.
Wow.
the ape killer.
Damn.
You could clock somebody with this.
That's awesome.
You didn't go to batting practice.
They are not getting up from that one. It's a home run.
Batter up. Saber up.
That's like the one, you know how they filmed The Lord of the Rings where they made Gandalf look really big and they sat the hobbits like way in the back?
Yeah.
That would be how you'd have to film that. You'd have to sit that saber in the back and have yourself up front.
Be like,
Titan Gray says, I have a Grandmaster staff from Ultra Sabers with the coupler that separates the two hilts.
wow.
It must be
gotta
like
kinda huge.
it must be like a staff even without the blades, right?
Use it as a cane.
Yeah. Jake
Jake's
says,
off.
look how thick that aluminum is on JD's hilt. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean,
Actually,
something could be done with that. You have to get clever.
Yeah.
Something could be done with, like, that could be like a saber safe, you know? I don't know, like you slide a saber in there and nobody knows where it is. They think it's like the drive shaft to your like Ram pickup, but really it's your saber.
Or you put
Dude,
the
after
I
Order
would-
66, you
Oh
gotta hide the
my
saber
God,
somewhere.
guys, oh shit, y'all just gave me an idea. I want some saber rods for the back of the pickup truck to go to go on the bed of the truck, man.
There you go.
Or like suspension bits that look like sabers, and you can tell
Yeah.
people you made them from saber parts.
You can get a camshaft. And there you go.
Damn.
That's a cool idea. Like just pimp out a car or a truck with all like saber looking parts. That'd be pretty sweet. All
You know
custom.
what? I might commission somebody to make a saber antenna for my new truck whenever
There
I
you
get
go.
Oh,
one.
that'd be sweet.
And then you
Right?
get the motorized antenna where it goes up and down when every time you turn off and start the car.
Yeah,
We'll make it NeoPixel.
yeah. That'd be badass. Of course, I'd probably have somebody rip it off in the next 2 days or something.
Jim Smith says the one from China was a Lego saber with a 4-inch pipe. Yeah, it was crazy. I guess it was a Lego saber. I mean, which makes it sound better because I know those Lego sabers are supposed to be big, but it just looks so goofy.
They do.
Bobby says, I think it was a tailpipe off a 64 Impala.
This literally is the size of a freaking tailpipe. It's
Right.
unreal.
Yeah, that is wide.
We could do the first Decastar in this bitch space.
Yeah. There's a lot of room for diffusion in there.
That thing could do
We
two
could
blades.
put a blade.
You put 2 blades in one end.
Right.
That is funny as hell.
Jakesoff says, I think if the hilt diameter approaches that of a Mack truck exhaust pipe, you're kind of getting out of the zone.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Unless you're
It
a giant.
it starts to veer off of Star Wars if you can't hold it.
Got to be able to hold it.
That would be funny if you, Jedi arms dealer, imagine you did that as a joke, like you set up that saber as a working saber and then shipped it to somebody like, oh, here's your saber. And then like they would probably pause for like 30 minutes before emailing you like, do I want to email this guy and tell him this is just too
Well,
big?
here we go. Let's see. You got, oh, nope, not
You
quite.
got to make a small prototype version and then send them the huge one and be like, this does not look to scale.
So here we go. There's the Gary Morris hilt, right? That's how big this thing is.
That's a beauty.
Man,
It
look
fits
at
right
that.
in. With plenty of
With
room.
room to spare.
With massive room to spare. Yeah.
That's wild.
Somebody took the sync tube saber literally. They used the downspout.
I actually bought that off a guy on eBay for like $30, and he was like, I attempted my first lightsaber. I was like, I gotta have that.
It's install friendly.
Yeah.
Very install friendly. You can fit all
Install
the-
friendly.
You can fit all the major boards in it, no problem.
At the same time.
Yeah, you get your pickup board. Each button represents each board, right?
You could totally do
You can
that.
fit
too.
like whatever's bigger than a 26650. You could fit like a moped battery in there. You can run your quad star for days.
That runs on the MacLight D cell batteries.
Yeah.
Jedi arms dealer can charge more for the extra materials of a huge hilt.
Jim.
It's install friendly. Jake says you can fit a laptop computer in it.
Now,
You
that'd
can
be
do
pretty
your
cool.
programming. Do your programming right from the hilt.
It comes with its own keyboard.
It's always connected via USB. We just roasted that saber.
Hey Jim, did Tesla come out with their
Handily.
cells? Are they making 18650s yet? I want to know.
Hey, so when you put the smaller hilt in it, you gotta say hello to my little friend.
Get his nuclear diamond battery in there.
Right?
Nuclear diamond battery.
1.1 gigawatts.
You can fit a
Great Scott.
nuclear plant in that fucking thing.
Right?
It was originally made to house a extinguished nuclear rod. That was going to be the blade that was actually going to cut through things.
Hey,
Like the
you'll
Homer
send it to
Simpson
Keith
one,
and save
when he
all
throws-
of them over there.
All right.
So
Well,
Rob
I
was-
think
Oh.
you want
I
to show
was gonna
something,
say-
JD?
Yeah, Rob wasn't on for the Quad Star, so
Oh, let's see.
Oh, show it. Let's see it.
Anthony helped me build my first Quad Star, and we were tripping on this because like I hold it up front in front of me in the computer and fire it up, right? But then look what I put it behind my head.
Good lord.
Look at that.
Holy crap.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just not right. It's illegal at this point.
You can land a plane
Mhm.
with that fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
crazy.
You'll light up the whole ranch with that damn thing.
So do you have? Can you compare it to a standard NeoPixel blade, like a side by side?
Well, not
Well, you could
until
like if
go
he
ahead.
once he has this, we'll be able to compare it via this light meter that can take 2 LEDs. And I forgot to tell JB when he was on that I'm going to need another one of these because I want to send one to Jedi Arms Dealer, so I'll have to call him tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be able to test side by side with something like that. But
I can't wait. Get
yeah,
the real numbers.
I guess you need 2 similar kind of powered sabers for it to really give a true test, right?
Yeah, and that's using a 10
Battery,
amp high
same
drain.
board, same color.
Yeah, but that's using a 10 amp high drain, Rob. So I like if I get a 15 amp, I don't know what'll happen, or a bigger battery even. I don't know yet.
I'm usually testing those in with my 21700 battery, but then like Gabe will come over and he has an 18650 battery, and we get like higher readings on the light meter. With his Saber. I don't know why. I have no idea what that's about, but
It could also, so that could be due to the gauge of wire because you get more current running through it. So if he's using really thick gauge, and maybe you might be using a smaller gauge, and it's not getting the full power. That could be a reason why.
Titan Grace, is it possible to have 2 or more boards in one hilt with a button to switch from one to the other? I think so.
Yeah,
you could do that.
At the space, anything's possible.
Yeah. Me and Jedi Arms Dealer considered kind of like doing an experiment where we used a Crystal Focus LS, which is the old board that did the string blades, and attach a Profi or a CF10 as well for the smooth swing. So we would get the lighting of and I don't have it all worked out in my head yet, but we have the lighting of a CFLS, which I'm not even sure is like worth it to do this, but it's just interesting to think about. And then the smooth swing sound effects of the new boards. So that might be something to try.
Because the old school string blade is still brighter than the brightest NeoPixel blade.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not so sure anymore. I mean, I guess I could do the test. I could do the test now that I have this, but sometimes, I guess you could say sometimes, like certain string blades, right? Because I get crazier, like with that Quad Star.
Yeah,
we got
that's what I was wondering.
like 16,400, which was like just it wasn't the craziest I've ever seen, because I told you I made that string blade with a 12 millimeter LEDs, like from a car.
Yeah.
And this thing was like 20,000 on the lux meter. Because I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's too much. It's crazy to look at. Like you can't look at it. Like I had to wear sunglasses to make it, or else, it would have been problematic. And there's like no diffusion in it, and it's a monster. But for the most part, normal colors, normal LEDs. The NeoPixel's getting there. The NeoPixel's becoming better, I think. We'll have to do tests.
Well, yeah, with you adding unlimited power strips, it's getting crazy now.
Unlimited power.
Yeah, Jake Suff says it wouldn't be that hard. You can fit 2 boards. Yeah, because like a lot of these little sabers, like JB Kuma would make, and Jake Soft would make with the Teensy boards. They have like a board on top of a board, kind of like a sandwich situation in the early smooth swing days, and so that's possible to fit for sure, because they've done it. Jim Smith says the staff will be better. Do half CF10 and half Profi. Yeah, you could do that.
Back and forth comparison, bam, bam, right in the same hilt.
A Profi FX.
Jake says if you set up a wiring harness with some connectors or pins, you could swap easily too.
Yeah, just use like a toggle switch to go back and forth between the 2 boards.
Yeah, Jim Smith remembers my 12 millimeter LED blade, probably from 2012. I still have it. I think I think I gave it away. I gave it to Brandon Flight to make his videos. So he didn't have to use Photoshop.
I remember that video. I was like, crazy bastard. You put 12 millimeters in a blade.
But the time that it took to make those, oh my God.
Yeah.
I actually have enough Mundo. I could make another one. I bought in, like, those LEDs went discontinued, but I have enough to make like 2 more blades maybe if I want to. But it's such a pain. Yeah, like it's such a pain.
What
It's
did it take you, like, what, 2.5, almost 3 hours to make one?
more than that. I mean, more than that.
More
Like a
than
whole
that?
weekend. Yeah, maybe a whole
Oh,
weekend or something.
yeah.
Because like the legs on them were so stiff, they aren't easily bendable, and I had to like like for every 5 or 6 LEDs I would string together, I would break one.
Are you talking about these?
Wow.
No, I'll
They're
go get
monsters.
one. I'll go get one. That's like what, maybe a 5 or
That's
an
a
8.
5,
Let me get
yeah.
a 12.
Dude, I got hundreds of these, and I'll never use them again. I bought way too many, and then NeoPixel come out, and now these are obsolete.
Have you seen like a video on the process of how to build those string blades, Rob? Like where they solder each individual LED. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they're all kind of like.
It is, man. It's unreal.
Rob, I even did it with like when NeoPixel first came out, like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, whatever it was. I didn't know that there were strips, or there wasn't strips, I don't think. And I had asked Irv, like, how do I do this? And you know, he explained it to me. And so I bought NeoPixel individual LEDs. They have 4 legs coming off it, and the way you have to manipulate these legs to attach the next one was almost like you had to like rotate it and have them aimed a certain way, and then the next one was rotated. And it was such a pain in the ass. I mean, the blade came out great, and I think the customer's still using it because I ended up selling it with a Star Killer. But you know, it came out beautifully, but it was just, I was finished after making that. And these are, check out how big these are. Rob is gonna laugh. Look how big these are.
Oh my God.
This is, it looks yellow, but it has white light. This is a 12 millimeter. So you can imagine a blade diameter is 25 millimeters, and that's the outer diameter. So I would string these together.
Yeah, I think Rob's holding an 8 or an 8 or a 10.
I think these are 10.
That looks like an 8 right there.
No, these are 10. These are 10
that's
millimeters.
a 10.
Yeah.
This is a 12.
Nice.
And this is just epically bright. Like if you light this up, this is just crazy. And that ended up being like the highest reading I ever got in the light
car headlights.
Yeah, it was just, you really couldn't even look at it. I mean, I brought it out to there's a busy street over here, and I mean, cars were pulling over. They didn't know what was happening on the side of the road.
UFO landed.
Yeah, it was like a construction site was starting or something.
It was the Constructicon.
The aliens are taking over.
We're taking over.
Jake Suff says Rob should make a super sparkle hilt with 100 accent blinkies to use up all those LEDs. Yeah, the hilt could be completely like you could machine a hilt with holes all over it.
I can just send it. I can send them all to Dave. He's got the hilt already. That fucking exhaust 3-inch exhaust pipe he calls a Saber. I can just send it to him.
There you go. That's actually a great idea, Space. Make it a freaking light bright
like
saber,
a disco ball, like a light up disco ball saber that would just, you drop it and it cracks and breaks.
What is that? What is that game? What they have back in the 80s, they had that light bright or whatever it's called, that pad with all the lights. You could just put the pegs in with the lights.
That was a fun game, like Magic Bright or something. Light Bright,
Light Bright Hilt.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and you know what you could do? You could make a couple of the lights, like, let's say they were signified by being red or blue, and those could be the buttons. You know, you would know which 2 are the buttons.
Right.
Jim Smith says, "Oh yes, NeoPixel strips had not come out yet. Just 3 and 5 millimeter LED, and SpaceWindu made a 12 millimeter blade." Yeah, and I actually bought the 8 millimeter NeoPixel individuals too, and I made 2 blades with that. And I was asking JB, Mad Science Workshop, and I was like, "How come this isn't brighter than the 5 millimeter blade I made?" And he says, "Because it's the same diode. It's just in a bigger 8 millimeter casing." I was like, "Oh fuck." Just wasted like 2 weeks.
That sucks.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up the show and go to sleep myself. And that was really fun tonight, though. I'm glad you guys came on and we talked sabers. Rob,
Really
thank
great.
you for coming on. Jedi Arms Dealer, Mundo.
It's
Monday.
always a pleasure to see you guys, man. I mean, I always look forward to coming on with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Good times always.
Mundo Mondays rock. Jesse dropped in real quick. He says, "Yo, Kyberphonic."
Oh, Kyberphonic.
Oh,
what's going on,
what's
Jesse?
up? Yes.
Oh, and I do want to talk to Rob. I'll have to contact you tomorrow or something. I want to get started on asking you for blade and adapters that work with Pixel plugs. Because I feel like if you made me ones that work with Pixel plugs, I would also be good to go with my other little PCBs too, because the Pixel plug has the highest, blocks on it that I'm sure that would work with my other PCBs too, because I got like quad star PCBs that just came in and pentastar PCBs, believe it or not, and that type of thing. So I think if we could get, yeah, exactly. Like if I could have you kind of make me a pile of those, and I could send some to Jedi Arms Dealer, and I'll use some, and it'll make my life so much easier, and I won't have to sweat bullets making adaptations to the blade and adapters from the custom saber shop. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I can definitely knock that out for you. Not a problem.
Awesome. Sweet. Thank you everybody in the chat. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for sticking around for the whole show. And wow, I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's like starting to thunder over here. It's going to be really cool. I really like rainstorms, so I'm super excited. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with you guys. Jake Soft says, "Good to hang out with you guys for a while." Good night.
Jake.
Thanks, Jake.
Oh,
Glad you made it.
Even Tom stayed up tonight, and he
Yeah,
says, "I
Meg,
get some rest
wow.
space." Thank you. I hope it didn't keep you up too late.
Yeah.
So
Good
see
to see
y'all
you, Tom.
See you
later.
later, Meg.
Titan says,
Titan.
"Great show, guys. Thank you and have a good night." Thank you. And Jim Smith
Likewise.
says, "Thanks for coming, everyone." Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Jim.
You too, Jim.
Good to see you,
And
Jesse.
Rich.
Thanks for stopping in. Felicia, everybody that was here earlier, Rich, and Rich is still here. He says, "Glad you're feeling better, Space." Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm finally like feeling like myself. Jim Smith says, "Please email me." Okay, I'll email you for sure. Brandon Fields is here. Thanks for being here. Good show.
Thanks,
Thank
Brandon.
you.
That's fun.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a good
It's a lot
time.
of fun.
I think the next time we come on, I'll probably be doing some work, and I'll show you guys. I was actually thinking what I'll do on the next stream is I need to make some short blades like this big for the Saber Museum, and I know the Saber Museum is kind of blowing up on Instagram, and he's got a lot of hilts and stuff in his collection, and he needs these short blades to take his photos and stuff like that. And he asked me like a month ago, maybe more. I got sick, I didn't make them yet, so I'm going to make him a little TRISTAR. I'll make him a little couple dual stars and a couple 7/8, and we'll do some of that on the next stream. Chet Osborne says that was fun. Good night, all. Have a good night, Chet. Thanks for being here. Thanks for staying the whole time.
Appreciate everybody coming.
Yeah, Chet.
Definitely. Yeah, the cricket is in my garage. So the cricket is not amused. The cricket isn't having as much fun as us. So he is disturbing my live stream, but That is in my garage. Sometimes they get in here. Mundo knows because we had a whole year. It was like 2018. We had a whole year where I couldn't get rid of the crickets, and I was vacuuming up crickets. I would attack them with a vacuum cleaner. I'd suck them up, and then they'd be chirping from inside the vacuum cleaner.
It was Operation Vacuum Suck.
Yeah, and, you know, they were mocking me, saying how boring my show was, those crickets, and I was like, come on, crickets. Jeez, I got rid of them for a couple years. Now they came back. But yeah, we'll see you guys. Definitely Mundo Monday, next Monday, but probably sooner. Either here on SpaceWindu channel or on Civilized Sabers channel. Make sure you're subscribed to both those channels. If you like comic books, go find Orange Book Comics LLC on YouTube. We'll be doing a live show on Wednesday night. Mundo will be there, and come and hang out and listen for some announcements. One of them has to do with lightsabers, so anyone interested in lightsabers and comics might get a kick out of what happens on Wednesday night. So thanks again for being here tonight. Don't forget to pick up your Star Wars lightsaber and get it going.
Which on your Star Wars lightsabers? Where's your Ozzy? Go! I got it! Me too! Zap, zap, zap.
I love that old commercial.
Camera.
All right, here we go. We're gonna let Jedi Arms Dealers Animation take us home tonight. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
You're a saber talker. Listening to saber talkers makes me thirsty.